All right, we're back here at JTS, and we have our winners finals coming up on deck. I'm J-Dawg, and I am joined by
Skabs.
Yeah.
Nice doing some commentary with you here, man. So this is an interesting match. I mean, we've seen Dexter play Dingus Joe before. I don't think that Dingus has come away with a W yet. He's made it close, but this seems like a relatively rough match for Game & Watch.
Yeah, it's rough. Like, not even going to sugarcoat it. It is rough. Game & Watch doesn't have the best matchup spread, but like he has the matchup spread that he can make work. And in this one, like, you know, last set we saw him against airlift. He had to juggle airlift a lot and space his back airs and up airs. This one is going to be all about his armor. He's going to have to stay grounded because the moment Dexter gets you in the air or on the ledge, he's going to have a very hard time.
And it's a bit of a shame because a lot of like the combo tools that Dingus was using that last match are aerials. His neutral air is a fantastic combo starter, great racking up damage, but I mean, if you're going to go ahead and go for that, I hope you hit it, because if you don't, Marth isn't going to let you land.
Absolutely, especially a Marth like Dexter's. Just like that.
Oh my God, these mind games. That was a fantastic stopping of Dancing Blade a little bit early.
Yeah, that string was very clean from Dexter. But despite the clean play from Dexter, it's dead even. Yeah, it's dead even.
Now, it's one thing that Dingus has been using is he uses like the first and second hit of Turtle, which appear to auto-cancel. It's kind of using it as a little bit of a poke that can lead into grabs and a fantastic cross-up. But I really do fear that if Dexter like sees it more than once or twice, he's just going to up B out of it.
Or if, I think like he tried to do his optimal punish before, he was just going to walk back and forward smash.
Yeah.
And like that'll absolutely make Dingus Joe explode. But he could be at this percent, but he gets another three. We've been seeing more threes than nines tonight, actually.
I mean, he's going to get it eventually. Nope, that was a little bit off. Nice up smash. He actually missed or absorbed the hit from Dexter's forward air coming back down to the ground. So it's a no-risk move almost in some situations.
And I feel like that toot missing is kind of like a harbinger of a struggle for Dingus Joe because how he's going to kill now. A lot of his kills have come from the up throw, up B, but now Dexter's getting more data and more damage.
Oh,
and just like that, walk back forward smash.
Exactly. You don't want to give this man data on your approaches.
Yeah, he'll make you feel like you can't play the game.
Exactly.
Because you can't. Like honestly, once he gets the read, it's done. Dexter though doing a great job playing patient.
Yeah,
exactly. This could be it.
Just back it up. Dexter's walked away 3 times. He's playing like just so calmly. This is a lot of players play with like passion, like you see like Zero pop off and stuff like that. I never see like every time I see Dexter play, it's always just this measured play style. It's really phenomenal, like under pressure.
Yeah, I've been watching Dexter play for years. I've only seen him pop off twice. Like since like 2015, I've only seen him pop off twice.
That is a man who plays with.
That should be a kill.
Ooh, that's dead. Yeah.
Dingus Joe, I don't think he DI'd that right, but I don't think it really would have mattered.
No,
like,
almost max
he
rage.
was gone. Yeah.
So now, I mean, for kill options, 2-2 isn't going to work. Dash attack on edge is definitely a good option if you can get the 2-frame, and down tilt as well. But none of those are really, shall we say, reliable.
Yeah, I feel like this percent is where you start to measure the like merits of the player. Like you have to.
Ooh, nice,
brilliant tech though. Yeah, this is where you have to make those hard reads and kind of trap your opponent. And Dingus Joe manages to do just that without bleeding too much on the ledge.
Exactly, 23%, not too much. That's not true. Just one jab on shield. He gets away with that a lot because Game & Watch's jab is actually like really long range, but Dex knows. He's got the reaction time to actually just say, oh, you touch my shield, I'm going to go ahead and just turn around, grab you instantly.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Rumble's great for, actually. Just total sidebar. All right, Dingus Joe landing another back air. Let's see what he can get going. He has the stage position now, but so far
gives it away.
He hasn't been able to really capitalize off of it just yet.
Ooh, trying for that 9 but the 6. So he's got 3, he's got a 6. Is the 9 next?
I mean, mathematically, if you add them together.
That's just science.
Yeah. All right, now it looks like Dexter's starting to shark for this kill a little bit more. He's spacing around his tipper, and he's not trying to make any big commitments because he knows that the ball is totally in his court.
Joe's doing a good job. Like you said, he needs to play grounded, and he has been playing grounded. Problem is that he's only been really approaching or successfully using these rolls, and I mean
that's not reliable.
Exactly. Not only is it not reliable, but it's Game & Watch's data on rolls is a little bit clunky. Not only the sounds, but just the way that he moves. If you snuff those out, it's relatively easy to punish.
I like everything that Dingus Joe just went for with that interaction right there. That down air actually almost spiked, and that would have been huge for him. But still, he's finding a way back into this match. With Rage, I feel like we're getting dangerously close to 2-2%, but he turns the grab around.
Yeah, if he didn't turn that around, I think that was 2-2%.
Yeah, I feel like that was exactly on the nose, but Dexter managed to clinch that away just barely off of a game that was actually had his momentum all over it for most of it.
Exactly. That's the one thing that a lot of top players have trouble with in this game, particularly with rage and the comeback mechanics, is closing. And I see when I see guys like Dexter, when I see guys like Seagull, like a lot of the MD guys, they have this patience to them that allows them to like close without too much difficulty. Where, yeah, the game is going to go ahead and screw you sometimes, but if you just go ahead and play with a measured style, it really minimizes that effect.
Yep, exactly. So
Nice
now,
pivot, actually.
yeah, let's see if Dingus can bring this back to a more solid game, because actually I feel like he could probably take it if he manages to just get his feet on the ground, but he needs to get his mental composure back first. Right now, like you said, he's rolling a lot and not really measuring his approaches as well as he could. But now that he has a little bit of stage control, he might be able to get something going.
True. I mean, I'm kind of curious, actually. I can't claim to be the Game & Watch expert here, but it seems as though are these rolls partially just because he's like he's stuck in a rut and he's just like really feasting to get in, or is it kind of just one of the things that Game & Watch has to do? Like some characters have to roll to get in.
I feel like in this matchup particularly, yeah. Like if you don't want to play the grounded like armored game,
Yeah, I'm gonna
or,
perfect
like,
shield
you're
or
gonna,
armor it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
like
pressure.
if you don't have like the shield or like the armor timings, then it's really hard for a character like Game Watch to get in consistently. So rolls, he's kind of banking on like not getting punished. But this is only game 2 in a best of 5 set. If
Yeah,
you're
he's got
throwing
some
out the
time.
rolls, well, I mean, if you're throwing out the rolls this early, it doesn't bode well. And just like that, Dexter walking back and forward smashing, that's going to be the hallmark of some of his kills, just because the nature of this matchup.
True. And that was just a really good call out there. I mean, there was just nothing that Game & Watch could have thrown out that covered the space. I think the show was getting a little bit thirsty with that dash attack, I think, for sure. And great punish there. But is this, yeah, that's 2%.
Yeah, and you could tell they knew that perfectly because it didn't even look like it was going to hit. My man Marth was a little bit above the second up air, but
Exactly.
still connects.
I may not have the note cards, but I've watched enough Dingus Joe to know that whenever he goes for it, it's 2%.
Yeah. All right, now Dingus Joe evening it up off of a pretty early kill. And now he still has a little bit of momentum to him, but Dexter always finding a way to sneak that one hit in.
I feel like Dancing Blades is a heartbreaker in this match. Like you spend so much time getting like poked out with fairs. Oh, that's a
little bit too
shame.
low. Just a little bit too low.
Inches away.
It almost looked like the magnets were about to take over and get him back in, but like probably a miscalculation of pixels from Dingus Joe will give Dexter the second game.
I don't know if it was a miscalculation though. I don't think he had a jump.
He didn't have a jump, but I feel like he might be able to up be higher and drift back, but that's
True.
massively risky.
Yeah,
against Marth.
exactly. I mean,
So I feel like he was banking on being able to get it well.
yeah, 100%. I agree with you there. Low recoveries are they're just so safe and appealing, but sometimes you just get that
Yep.
that unfortunate tumble back down where you get that 5 seconds to go ahead and contemplate your life and what you did wrong.
Yeah. Especially when you have a parachute. It's like, dang, man. It's the Game Watch floating down. It's like, dang. This is how it ends, huh?
Exactly. Just have Mad World playing on the side. So,
All right, so game number 3. Dexter going 2-0, but so far the games have been competitive outside of small errors by Dingus Joe. So let's see if he can finally fix those little mistakes to find his way back in.
he's starting it off with a percent lead, and he hasn't really had that much this set, so he's definitely doing a little bit better now. But the question is always just going to be, can he actually close it out? Can he keep this lead? Look at that. First hit, turtle, but he doesn't get the tech. That's dangerous.
Yeah,
That was a great sequence. I love that forward smash. Yeah, he didn't get a chance to hit it, but
now Dexter might be feeling himself a little bit, overextending. But Dingus Joe not able to get the edge guard. He saw his positioning, and that was a big punish. That was the
Yes,
armor
sir.
I was talking about.
exactly.
The thing about disjoints is that people forget that there's a limb attached to them. And if you have an invincible head, if you touch that limb, it's just science. You are done.
Yeah. Just that move is just so tricky to deal with. There are points where you can challenge it, and there are points where it feels like it's right to challenge it. But if you mess up, you're just dead at 100. That move kills mad early.
Beautiful punish, though. By
Yes, speaking
my
of
voice
kills
was loud.
early.
Yeah,
was
beautiful punish,
nice.
though, by Dexter. And look at that little shimmy back. It's a battle of inches that really decides whether Marth lives or dies in some of these matchups. And Dexter, he has his ruler, he has his protractor. The man has him at like all the
Oh
map.
no, he
Oh,
missed the
doesn't have a
tech.
jump.
He missed the tech and he didn't have his jump. That's an unfortunate way to end game 3. Dingus was starting to bring that up. Like he was really looking good that match, but Dex
Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah, to the credit of Dingus, though, teching that early, like when you're at 30, 40%,
Difficult.
it's so difficult because you always expect to like hit the stage spike way faster.
True.
But yeah, that's going to be it for that set. We're moving on through this bracket here at JTS.